Welcome to Module 6 for the Universal Design for Learning. This will be the professional development course, and this is the Zoom meeting that's going to be recorded as a YouTube video. So let's start off again this week, going back through the bottom, my emoji or my Bitmoji of the week, talking about the fact that it's been just the most stressful week, talking about the literature review, P&C conference, and all the other things that are going on that are crazy, and it's a really good time to return to normalcy. One exciting component from last week from my P&C conference was I became certified, a CAMI certified educator, which was a pretty interesting class and activity. I learned a lot about that program and all the different features that are a part of it. So in this week, we're going to get into Module 6. Module 6 is going to be focusing on different tools to evaluate online learning, things that have been developed before. Standards and policies in this in trying to go through and critique online courses and programs. So just like last week, start off with a module introduction. The introduction shows the course objectives for me, but also then for the person who's participating in the professional development. The second component is going to be the hot links, which are a lot of the links that were posted from the actual classroom, but it was important to try to combine them all together. This whole idea then came up and created the a policy and procedure PDF, which was a requirement of the course. And when you go on to that, you'll see that it blends different components of different ideas of supporting UDL, including the IDEA or IDEA. IDEA. At the bottom, you also see the INACOL, QM, and the HE for Higher Education 6th edition, of course, the UDL again, and IDEA for local assessment. Each of these things are going to be components of this presentation chart that's going to be used for evaluation in a different module here. So I'm going to backtrack that up a second here. Next, you'll see a UDL of the hot links. I already have the hot links here. The next component will be part one of an activity, talking about a little bit about how I blended the different organizations together to determine the educational decisions, looking at it from the perspective of state and local laws, and then, of course, the proper curriculum and standards that will be used. The tool is listed here, and then there's also going to be a different ability document to resize for student learners who might have struggled with vision or want to have something else tangible to touch. The next component is going to take me to an outside link. Hate to hear my voice. This would be a YouTube video. This would be me modeling the video, going through and modeling the actual components of this lesson based off of Module 6 in this class. So this would be me modeling it for the students. It would be available with closed captioning as well. So after the modeling for the students, you'll see the next component is going to be the practice component for the participants. In this practice component, give some direction here to evaluate one of their classes. You can use the practice in the same tool that was just modeled. It's a great way to incorporate the practice of technology integration into the goal of our lesson. So they'll have the Google link right there that they'll be able to click on. And you could also see a screenshot to kind of model again to make sure that the students make themselves to the same page or get to the right position in the class. And then task 3 is going to be reflect on the next page of a discussion board to expand upon two classmates' posts. This would be then the spot if you look at where I'm going to record this Zoom meeting. So this would be a place where if we were looking at the actual progressions of the class, if students need help or support, this would be a great way to interact. Of course, for the purpose of this course, I'm just doing it as a YouTube video. The next component is the reflection, challenging them to do a walkthrough of the policies and procedures guide for their course and development. And then I want to look at the questions as did the tool meet the goal of the unit? Well, what did they learn when the tool was to evaluate it in their classroom? What changes could they make or suggest to the tool? And what are some of the challenges that they encountered? They are challenged to create original posts and respond with to respond to two of the classmates. And again, with using those UDL principles throughout, the students could use videos or infographics to suggest different edits to the tool that has been created. And then last but not least, we're going to see the final component, which is going to be the course requirements, where I have a small statement about the summary, the resources and hot links, and some of the references that were cited throughout this chapter or throughout this module. So again, there you have it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Really enjoyed this unit as a way of trying to figure out what are some of the components that are there and what could we do a little bit better. So thank you so much.